I really do not know how to begin. Oh my God. Look, my heart's already racing 108. And that's why I've been sitting here. And I gotta stay focused and deliver. Okay, this video, I don't even know how to start. So let me say this to you. I am, again, like, yeah, I'm beating a dead horse. I'm suffering from anxiety and depression and probably PTSD. And so I'm saying that to you because I'm trying to demonstrate why black people, Negro people, black Americans struggle with justice. And it has to do with how the brain works. And as I talk, you guys, I want you to see this. I'm just sitting here. And I always get so afraid. I get so scared. And I'm aware that sometimes I have no cohesion and I sound like I'm just rambling. And I think that's partly because my brain is trying to protect me from thinking about what I'm trying to share and demonstrate. Anyway, so my last two videos were me recapping the beginning of these events. Prior to that, and see, my heart's gonna look at 108, and I don't know if you think that's a lot or not, but my resting heart rate is 65, and I read different books about what's happening to my body. I'm gonna tell y'all, okay? Let me say this. I probably said it before. This is so hard for me. It's like I'm the observer, and it's like these emotions and fears has hijacked my body and my person. And I'm in here, and I want to be who I am, but the fear, the sadness, the depression, the anxiety is preventing me from being productive or effective. Anyway, listen, I'm attaching in this post one of my motions to this appeals court. Okay, I haven't got this far yet in the chronologizing the events, but time is of the essence. I want those who are willing to help me, to have concerns, who has the knowledge and ability to guide me in getting justice, to be aware of what's happening and all the different things, how they violated me. So let me say, I want to, and it's in this, I really want to get out to this because it's so important. Because you guys, I sit here every day in fear. I don't know if you know what it feels like. Like, say you have to do a speech or you want to do something, you have anxiety or fear about it, you're excited. My stomach is constantly in knots. I'm suffering from adrenal fatigue, and I put a little foundation to cover it up. I got dark spots under my eyes. I have video of me looking raw and uncut, but it's infecting my appearance, my brain, my mental health, my physical health is all being harmed because of these people, multiple court officers, judges, independent businesses, law enforcement colluded against me to harm me. Like Black Wall Street. I worked hard my entire life for everything. I was actually talking to my cousin yesterday, and we were laughing because my son's not my husband. I married my husband when my son was 7. I was a single mom. I was in school and I worked, and she and I were laughing about my son had chicken pox, and she watched him while I had to work, and she called me. She says, "I got chicken pox." She and I were laughing last night about how she caught chicken pox from my son because I was working. And when I'm trying to explain to you, I've worked my whole life, and these people took everything from me, caused me irreparable harm. Judges, lawyers, law enforcement, the what is it? Commission on Professional Responsibility. The people who are over the court reporter. And those are the ones who I can say off the top of my head, this is organized crime. They conspired to harm me because I'm a black woman. And it's hard for me to get it out. I'm going to say this, I'm not going to beat a dead horse. What I wanted to tell you is how I look bad. I look like I can see what's happening to my skin. I got a little foundation so you can't see it. I want you to know that I have this really bad issue with fatigue. Like overwhelming, like exhaustion. Like I struggle with focus. Okay, let me say this to you because I'm trying to say it in a way where you'll get it, and I can't because I'm struggling with communication because of the pain, the anxiety, and the fear. I have attempted multiple times to do 75 hard. 75 hard is when you wake up, when you work out twice a day for 45 minutes, once outside. You maintain a diet, drink a gallon of water a day, and you read 10 pages. I have repeated over and over, failed on day one, and the main issue was me reading the 10 pages. I'm college educated. I have a degree in finance. I can't read 10 pages because I can't focus. That is a function of the depression and anxiety, what's happening to my brain, okay? And you guys, to be honest with you, I'm incensed about it. I'm angry. And the anger and the pain makes it worse. It makes it harder for me to do. And my therapist 3 years ago, like, you gotta calm, you gotta relax. And I'm working on it. That's why with the 75 hard, I was trying to do different workouts where I work out outside, I play tennis, I do the tennis ball machine, and I practice my swing, that's being outside. And one of the two workouts, I do yoga for meditation. So what I'm saying is I'm fighting to be okay. I'm fighting to be okay. And I need you to understand, this is not just for me. This is for black people. And I go over and over again. I guess there's something else that happens. Chad the Builder, whatever. You know, guys, I'm a gatekeeper. My thoughts of all the crazy stuff going on in the world. I don't really read or pay attention to. But I guess somebody named Chad the Builder. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. But I guess something happened when he shot himself or whatever. He's being held. And I saw a video, and I don't even know how much it was. I saw a white man doing a video saying how much he's raised. Like maybe he's raised $300,000, but the judge didn't let him use it or whatever. And this is the thing. Look at my GoFundMe. This is my third GoFundMe. And these thoughts go through my head, and I'm thinking, and this is me being honest, and I know this is just from the pain and the suffering. I'm like, are they smarter than us? Are we inferior to them as a group? I'm not, but as a group. Because how do they have the civil duty, the responsibility, the racial pride to support their people even when they're in the wrong? They got their back. Like these anti-black people do horrible things. I don't know, does it amount to hate crimes? But over and over again, they support them. And as of today, it's June the 2nd, 2026. It's 12/26. This is my third GoFundMe. There's zero in my GoFundMe. And I don't understand. I'm like, do they understand what I'm trying to do? Or is it, and this is possibly part of it, is my family or black people angry because I was married to a white person? Do you feel betrayed because my husband's white? And I've encountered that, and it makes me sick inside. Because I understand why one would be angry, considering what they did to me. Like they say, what you married a white person for? And I laugh because this never crossed my mind that this would happen. I was more concerned about my marriage. I would have never thought in a million years that different individual people, governmental agencies, law enforcement would conspire to harm me, to do such egregious and heinous harm to me because I'm a black person. Somebody said, you got a wake up call. In the beginning, I was like, I ain't got a wake up call. What are you talking about? I was like, what are you talking about? And that's because I navigated this world. Like, I know I'm black, but I never felt inferior. I never felt like anybody was better than me. I can compete with anybody. I never felt that. Now, I understand that some people, when I've been in different spaces and I recognize that for years and years and years, black Americans, black people have been socially engineered to feel pain, suffering, inferiority. One of the greatest issues is anti-intellectualism, separation, and victimhood. And that's not me. And I am in a tremendous amount of pain. And I really want to, look how words don't come. I want to stress how hard I'm having it because it's the way the body protects itself. And these people in the court, in the family court, know this. These people and what I compare it to is when they beat slaves. They whipped them. They was whipping them into submission because the whipping will make you afraid to buck, to try to buck what they're doing. And I ain't scared. I ain't never scared. My body is trying to protect me from this pain and this thoughts. What I'm doing, I'm gonna post something on here, but I beat a dead horse because I want you to know what I'm going through physically. For the past several years, I've sat in a room and just rotted. My son, my black male son, supports me. My husband makes over $250,000 a year. He bought a home with my assets. And my black male son has been watching me when we were in a bed-bug-infested hotel for years. He got up every morning, he at work. And he takes care of me. My black male son is supporting me. When my white, privileged husband, well-paid executive husband, has shirked his responsibility of his black wife that he married for 23 years. And one of the biggest problems that I have is my son is sitting here watching me. And I'm ashamed to even say this. One day he texts me, he's like, Mom, I want to have a wife and a family one day. And he's stuck with me. My brain is so fried. I thought he was 37. Me and my cousin was talking last night, and we was talking about this, everybody growing up getting old. Like, we get old. Like, he's 25, 35. Like, they're 25. Life is just going by. And we were talking about our cousins, like the kids. And I was like, and we were comparing it to my son and when everybody had kids. And I was like, my son is 37. He was born in 1986. She laughed. She said, no, he's not. He's 40. He's going to be 40 this year. I was like, oh my God, he's going to be 40 this year. Life is just happening. And I'm at a standstill. My baby 40 years old and he's stuck with me. He's been stuck with me for over 5 years. My baby's supposed to be out trying to get a wife and have children. And he too busy taking care of his mother because this abusive alcoholic in the state of California committed hate crimes against me and deprived me of my civil rights. I can't express to you how hard it is for me to my baby as he sits here every day. I wake up, I think, it's 2026, it's 2025, it's 2024, and I'm still sitting here stuck, and my baby is watching me. Listen, I'm going through everything. I'm going through all my stuff. I want to keep on just talking and talking. It's been 15 minutes, so I'm going to wrap this up. I found a petition, a writ. Let me look at this. It says petition writ of mandamus request to appeals court to order the superior court to allow me to file a family code 2122 motion to set aside judgment. As you know, they illegally deem me vexatious. And then Judge Lawrence Riff, he recused Judge Sarah Heidel, but they still based the divorce on me being vexatious. So do you understand? They deemed me the abuser. They insinuated that I did some aggressive and like what they try to do with Jim Crow. These people for since they brought us here, try to frame me as an angry black woman. And y'all, I ain't never been an angry black woman. I'm a Cancer sun, Leo rising, Gemini moon. I'm happy and I'm silly. And I spend my life trying to do who I am, a loving, supportive person, and I've given to people. One of my weaknesses is I want to take care of everybody. And I struggle with taking care of myself. This man is wounded. He was raised by abusive parents. And I thought that if I just was there for him, that would have helped him be a better person. And as I sit here, my natural instinct is want to say good things about him because, and it's crazy, maybe y'all don't want to mess with me because my husband's white, you think I betray black people, but that man was really my soulmate. The court, judicial officers, lawyers, law enforcement, all these different people had caused me harm. And I am in disbelief, like why would you just randomly cause a woman you don't know harm? Because it is a insidious impulse in this country to harm black people. And I'm in pain and it hurts. And then I have to rationalize it because I serve a real good God. God wouldn't have done this to me and allow these things to happen to me if he was not going to make this right and help me get justice. I am faithful and I'm obedient. And this is hard. And, I'm going to say this and I'm going to move on. Because I talked to my cousin yesterday and her her granddaughter has a stepbrother. They have the same dad. The little boy, 15 years old, committed suicide. He hung himself, 15. And I sit here and say they stole everything from me. They caused me so much pain. But this little boy was in so much pain that he hung himself at 15 years old. His father's never going to be the same. So I asked myself, who am I to complain? Who am I to complain when there's so many more people out there who are suffering? And that's the thing about this white man. This white man is executive. He worked with kids at risk. He worked with kids in the foster system, kids that have been raped, abused, harmed. Every day for the past 30 years, he has been a witness to children who really suffered. And he does this to me. Anyway, listen, I'm going to include this post. You guys, I'm going through stuff. I got stuff everywhere. My brain isn't working. Like doing things chronologizing or chronology, I can't even think of words, or trying to put things in order, trying to keep up with stuff. When you're suffering from depression and anxiety, your cognitive skills are hard or not working or at a deficit. See, the words don't even come. Because what's coming, what I'm recognizing, is this is why we still last in this country. Because the way they set it up, that it's almost impossible for us to get justice. I don't know any black civil rights attorneys that are really working for the betterment of black people. And that hurts my heart so bad. You know, my intentions, God probably messes up. Uh-oh. My intention, hope you're still going. It went dark. My intention is to go to law school. You guys, I really don't want to. I want to be who I am. I'm a fashion girl. I want to do my fashion business. But because all this happened to me, I feel like I have a duty. So ultimately, I want to go to law school, and I want to be able to go out here and create real change for black people. We have been suffering since they brought us here 500 years ago. And I'm not looking for the other man to save me. You know, I don't want to get too deep in my politics, but I'm prideful. I'm a prideful woman. And I'm low-key ashamed that I have zero in my GoFundMe. That I wonder, how do black people see what happened to me, recognize the harm that I did, and they don't even want to get $10. What's his name? Daniel Petty. The white chick that called the little boy an N-word. Then I don't know, this Chad the Builder, I don't know about that. I just saw some of that peripherally in the passing. But I did see a video where he raised $200,000. Like, how have you been sitting here for years begging for help? And you got zero. I raised $200. Like, they kept on canceling my GoFundMe. I'm getting messages. And they keep canceling my GoFundMe. And see, the white guy know me. Another person be like, oh, I can't do this. They winning. Stay country. I can't win. I'm not that person. And I hurt and I'm in pain, and I know this is why God did this to me. I'm on a potter's wheel, and I am suffering an immense amount of pain. But this is my purpose. And I'm asking you, please don't sit here and watch me do this in vain. I don't care if you give $10 to say you hear me and you see me. I need people to help me and advise me on how to move forward, what to do. I kept having issues with the law library. The law library is miles away. I have a problem with transportation. There's a lot of different things going on. I got struggle after struggle after struggle. But here's the thing. What else am I going to do? There's nothing else I can do. This man has all my money that I worked my entire life for. And what I'm trying my best to do is use my situation to bring awareness that California is guilty of anti-black hate crimes, collusion, fraud, and a cover-up in 2026. That there needs to be legislation to protect Negro people when this happens at the hands of the government. Again, let me say this to you. I ain't did nothing to nobody. I was married to this abusive alcoholic. I left him a voicemail the other day. I went past this tennis court, and I wanted to tell him about I'm trying to play tennis to get my mind better, like to focus. I'm trying to do everything to be okay? And went past this tennis court where we used to live, my marital home, and tried to teach me tennis. He's always mean to me. He's always mean. And in hindsight, I'm like, he was always mean and abusive to me. He never had patience for me. I would go out of my way and help him and do different things to coach him, teach him, read things, and help him. And he was just mean and nasty to me. Because he could be. Anyway, listen. Please read this post. And one of the things, let me say something I want to highlight. I want to go through everything, but I've been here talking forever. It's been 23 minutes. I took some notes, but this is, I tried to do a petition with the the appeals court, to file a motion to set aside judgment. You guys, I have all the evidence, okay? If you're an attorney, you're watching me, listen, I dot my I's and I cross my T's. I have overwhelming evidence that I got them dead to rights. This is a matter of me reading this stuff without feeling sick inside. I'm going to feel sick. What I know is I'm going to feel sick. It's not going to feel good. And I got to push through. But I start reading different stuff because I'm filing a complaint against one of the attorneys. And so I got to go through and find everything for evidence. And again, it's hard for me. I struggle with sitting here reading something for 15, 10 minutes. I just finished reading, I think maybe like 5 pages this morning. Then what I'm going to submit to you, I'm going to put on here. I read this whole thing today. And it took me probably over an hour or two to read, probably something that should have took 15 minutes. Because it hurts. Okay? I'm going to put it on this post. And one of the things I want to say, okay, so this is part of the divorce. The petitioner submitted a vocational evaluation and evidence to demonstrate how much I should be able to work. Okay? It was something the vocational evaluation submitted. I should have been able to cross-examine the vocational evaluation. The judge wouldn't let me. When I document everything, and if you're an attorney, I'm telling you, come help me get this money. The evidence is overwhelming. It's embarrassing that these people have done this. I want to say more, but I don't think I should. So listen, I'm going to put this on here. This it's a motion. So I want you to read it because it's going to tell you, document some of the stuff that happened. It's a petition for a writ of mandamus requesting the appeals court order the Superior Court to allow me to file a motion 2122 to set aside judgment. I got more evidence, okay? I got these people dead to rights. I want you to read this because this is going to give you some insight on some of the stuff that they did, okay? And I got them dead to rights. This is not just ordering or making a judgment in error. The judge is making an error. This is collusion. This is an intention to hurt me, a black woman, and violate my civil rights, my constitutional rights. This is what the 14th Amendment was about. And if y'all don't know, the other man, they using the 14th Amendment. I ain't going to get into that because I'm going to talk about my politics. But so I'm going to submit this. It's, you know what I want to say is that I'm going to submit it, and then I am going to add to it. So on the top, I'll put updated on that date. So when I add other stuff, other evidence, this is my tortoise, other evidence supporting this, like the exhibits and stuff, you know that I've updated it. And some stuff I may not even put on here. It has the exhibits and so forth. If you're an attorney or someone and you want to request the information that you see on here, I do have it readily available somewhere in here. Somewhere in here. Anyway, listen, if you listen to 27 minutes, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you.